Hello everyone, this is Jem from Bado Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are with you on 11th of March, closing the week video. Alright, on this video, we will just share our thought of this week and then just 5 important moments of the week as well. Then like it's some other things as well. Then we will just go ahead. First of all, I just want to inform you, this week was all about Russia and Ukraine. Everything is just moving around it. And that was the most important. Then we have seen oil prices. The volatility of oil prices was just mind-blowing. Like it just reached to 130, and then just in one day $20 just lost, and it was just because of United Arab Emirates ambassador to US, and then he just said that and his country just want to stabilize oil market, but the next day it was just kind of rejected. Like they just said, we will just keep our promises to OPEC agreement, and it was just something, but still the price has declined. Gold has reached all-the-time high level again, which has seen in August 2022, August 2020 with Lebanon blast. Many people just thought that was a terror attack, so it has risen that level. This time it has risen the same level, then it just declined sharply, and right now it's over $100 decline happening in just 2 days. All right, another thing is the US inflation. US inflation has reached to 7.9%, and it's really a high level, and if the things just goes like this, it will just surpass 8% easily in the coming months. And Fed officials next week will just meet for the first FOMC, and they will just try to curb this inflation with their actions. And the last one, the important thing is new COVID variant. Actually, it's Omicron, still Omicron, but there is a sub variant. It's called as BA2. And this is spreading so fast, and in Asia especially, we are just seeing really high numbers of the case, especially in South Korea, and daily 200,000, 300,000 new cases have been recorded, and the death numbers still compared to those numbers are low, but in the coming days we may see spike in death numbers as well, because the lag just the timing of first cases rising, then that numbers are rising. So it's the common thing that happened in last 2 years. So I hope we don't see that high numbers in that as well. All right, in Germany as well, I just want to let you know that yesterday on Thursday, and they have recorded highest level of the cases. They have reported more than 300,000 new cases. It's also scary for that one. We have almost forgotten COVID, but it just reminds us that I'm with you. All right, let's start with our charts. First chart, as always on closure videos, is dollar index. Dollar index on the last 2-3 days is just going back and forth around 98, 99 level, and this is kind of becoming a peak place and waiting for FOMC. On FOMC, as I have said earlier, we may test this high level, and if the market just says, all right, we have priced that one, then until May we may see some more decline in dollar index. So this may be peak, please be informed. We may see a double tap, something like this, another high, double high, and then decline. It's also in scenarios. Please just watch and see together. Right, let's look at gold prices.
You are ready to win with us. GAN Markets.
Our second chart is gold. As you can see here, the red one, where I just made this one because on 7th of March. As you can see here, it just like just declined so fast, and the first rejection on 2000 level, then from these levels slightly it just surpassed until to 2070, and then another decline. So there is another big decline from here. So this is kind of just misunderstanding, if you ask me, like, because on Putin's speech today, it has happened today, and then he said we are just getting some positive turns in our negotiations. But if you ask me, it's not like he is not meaning the ones with Ukraine, it's benefit of Ukraine. He is meaning that like we are getting some special soldiers and something like that for good for Russia. If something good for Russia, it's not good for Europe and for the world. And at the same speech, he just said there are more than 16,000 soldiers waiting in Middle East to join Russian army to fight in Ukraine. At the same time, he just told that we are ready for every sanction. In Soviet time, we have seen worse. Still, Soviet Union was strong. So, if you just think like this, it was not positive, but the market makers just took just small part of that one. They just took positive words, and then they have sold gold. In long term, as long as we see this escalation, the high price of gold will be with us. It's for sure. If we don't see any concrete plan, it will be with us. All right, that was gold. Let's look at oil prices. Our last chart is oil prices. As you can see here, oil is just trying to surpass 108. Just look at it here. It just touched the 130 level, and then it just like sold massively. And this was the United Arab Emirates ambassador just speech, and then we have tested these levels on here, and this is just becoming. So as long as we just like it's just struggling to pass 108, so it will be a strong resistance. So this is different than gold. Why? Because on gold there are some safe haven asset thing, inflation, so it has room to go. But in oil prices, it was already high, like $90, like $100 was already high, and it has even just surpassed over that one. But right now there are some good the progress. For example, Venezuela. Venezuela is the bigger, biggest proven reserves. They have the biggest proven oil reserves in the world. That's why talks with Venezuela can just lower these prices. Iran can just go back to oil market, international markets, not only selling to China or some other Indian companies. It can just go back to international markets, European market, and ramp up its production. These are the good things. That's why I'm not saying the same thing as I have told about gold prices. There is room to go down further with positive news in coming days, because it's already high, and every country in the world is trying to make it down, to push it down. No country is just asking to push gold price down. It's totally different, so please don't misunderstand both of them together. All right, that was it. Thank you so much for watching us. We will be together on more news on Monday. Have a nice and safe weekend. Bye.